Hi guys, so obviously by the title of this video, I'm not going to be talking about makeup today. I'm going to be talking about something a lot more serious, and I actually didn't think that I would film another mental health video just because I want you guys to come to my channel and it to be really positive and not really about that sort of sad stuff. But that isn't reality because a lot of people in this world go through really bad things. And if you guys have watched my channel or you've watched my video, I have struggled with a lot of mental health issues. If you don't know and this is your first video, I in the past have had really bad anorexia nervosa, and I still kind of struggle with the mental side of that. Obviously I'm physically healthy now, which has been such an amazing thing. I didn't realize how much just by my physical health changing it could affect my mental health, but it does. But that is something that I have really badly struggled with in the past, and as I was going through that, I developed really bad depression and anxiety as well. So in my last video, my eating disorder video, if you haven't seen that, I will link it down below if you're interested, but I kind of did touch on the fact that I have also struggled really badly with anxiety and depression, but I only really touched on it lightly in that video. So today I kind of wanted to spread some light on it in a way. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys about my experience with it, but also something that I think that you guys, if you're watching this and you're struggling with it, are going to find extremely helpful, and I really need to share it with you. In this video, I've teamed up with this incredible organization called BetterHelp, and I just have to explain a little bit about what it is because I don't want you guys to think that I'm fake by even saying this, because I know how hard it is. It is the worst. All of those mental health problems, I feel like they have a very big stigma about them, especially depression. That is something that you think somebody that is depressed is going to be sad and down, but it's actually a lot of the time the opposite. People that are going through depression really badly can come across as the most happy and vibrant people, but when they're alone, they're struggling with it really badly. So it's kind of hard for me to say. Again, these sort of videos are really close to me because I go through it myself. I'm actually going to be uploading this video on World Mental Health Day, which is on October 10th, which will be today. It's kind of weird filming it before, but anyway, just because I really want to shed some light on this whole entire situation, and also to share with you guys about this organization, because like I said, I didn't expect to do another video about mental health, but when something like this kind of crossed my pathway, I thought it was super important to share it with you guys, because my last video, my God, I was in tears a lot of the time, and I'm not a very emotional person, as in I don't cry a lot, but I was almost in tears reading comments and emails and everything, messages and Snapchats and Instagram messages, because people were reaching out to me and telling me that they had given them hope and I had helped them in some way. Or a lot of people were saying that, are you really able to recover? And it just made me so sad that people don't believe that it's possible. So I wanted to tell you guys about BetterHelp today. It is basically, what it is an online counseling session, which would have been so helpful for me at the time, because I remember, I think I spoke about this in my last video. My mom wanted to take me to a psychiatrist, and I went once, and I found it so intimidating. I literally had a huge anxiety attack when I got there, because I also really had bad social anxiety, so I didn't like to be around people. I didn't want to talk to anybody new. I was really in a really bad place. So I think that something online would be the most incredible thing if you were dealing with something like that, because you don't have to leave your own home. You can literally go on your phone, on your laptop, open it up and talk to somebody. Now, basically what it is that you fill out a questionnaire, and they will actually match you up within 24 hours with a therapist, a licensed therapist that kind of specializes in the things that you're going through. And you can actually decide, if you feel as though you've had a few sessions with your therapist and you don't feel like you're connecting with them or anything like that, you can actually change it and specifically request a different therapist. So I found something like that so incredible that you don't even have to leave your house, especially if you do have depression or anxiety. Something like that is just ideal. That is exactly what you need. And I know for a fact that depression, this is something that is so misconstrued when it comes to depression, is that it's not only a mental a mental disorder. Depression also affects what you do physically, which is something that I never ever thought in the past. Like I didn't, when you kind of think of like depression, you think of something, I don't really know, it's got like a stereotype around it, but me, from my own experiences, like I couldn't even get out of bed. Like I felt like somebody or something was really just like lying on top of me and I just could not get out of bed. Like it was a crazy like feeling to even have something like to even go through something like that was just a lot. So getting back onto BetterHelp, one of the best things that I could not believe about it is that you're talking to a licensed therapist for as low as $35 a week. Like that shocked me, because if you guys have ever seen a psychologist or a psychiatrist, they're roughly, like they vary, but around like $300 an hour. Like my sister sees a psychologist and her sessions are like $300 an hour. So it's a lot, but BetterHelp will offer you the exact same sessions. You can have as many sessions as you want weekly, and you can email them or anything for as low as $35 a week. So I found that absolutely amazing, and I really want you guys, if you are going through depression or anxiety or even an eating disorder, like I just want to help you guys, because from my last video, I felt like I didn't even do enough, because I wanted to reach out to like the screen and like hug any one of you that was dealing with it as much as like I was. Like it was a really like sad but also very touching thing that I helped you guys, but I think that this is going to help you guys even more. So I will leave a link down below. It'll be the first link down below, and if you do sign up through my link, I would really appreciate that. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of shed some light on it today, because I know for a fact, like I have gone through a lot, and I do have to say, like I'll give you some advice, just some personal advice from like what I've dealt with. I found that honestly the best thing for me when it comes to anxiety and depression is to keep busy. I know that's kind of a hard thing to say, especially if you do have depression where you're in that stage where you literally feel like you cannot get out of bed. It's a really, like it would be really hard, but you need to find something that inspires you and makes you want to motivate yourself, which I know it sounds a lot harder because it is, but what I did was makeup and filming YouTube videos. Honestly, I have become so passionate about it that that's all that I want to do now, and I can actually see a future, and that was what I couldn't see before. Like I could not see what I wanted my future to be, and it was really, I was getting really anxious about it. And that's another thing, like my anxiety, a lot of people's anxiety comes from different places. Like some people get anxiety about money, some people get anxiety about the small things. I actually do get anxiety about small things in my life, but one of my biggest triggers for my personal anxiety was worrying about my future. Like I don't do it as much now, like I feel a lot clearer and a lot happier, but in the past, that was my trigger. Like thinking about my future would send me into a spiral. Like I would be just in this headspace where I couldn't get out. I felt trapped, I felt scared, I felt like I wanted to cry, I felt like I wanted to like end my life. Like I'm sorry, but I was in a really like, it was really scary to even think about, because I felt very lost. I didn't know what the right pathway was for me. I didn't know. And that may sound silly to some people, because it is kind of something that you can't predict what's going to happen in your future. But for me, I like to have a structure. I've always had a structure my entire life. So when I kind of lost that, I spiraled and I was like, holy shit, like what am I going to do with my life? And it really scared me. And that was a main trigger for my anxiety personally. And I also think that another way to help with your depression and anxiety, as much as it's hard, is to be around somebody or people in general, but somebody maybe that you feel really comfortable around. For me, that's my mum. And my dog, obviously, but my mum definitely is probably one of the only people that I feel like truly understands me. She doesn't judge me. She has my best interest at heart. Somebody that you feel really comfortable just to be yourself around. I would do that, because my mum definitely, she didn't really know what to say, but I just felt her presence when I was in those sort of headspaces. Her presence was enough to make me feel a little bit calmer, if you know what I mean. And also my dog, I know that's a little bit kind of like, you may not be allowed to get a dog or whatever, but an animal and a companion is one of the best things if you do have depression even anxiety as well, they are the most incredible things in the entire world. Like, I owe my life to my dog. Like, I love her so much. So both of my dogs, I'm just saying Poppy because we've only recently got another dog. So yeah, that was just kind of what I wanted to share with you guys today, just because it is World Mental Health Day when I'm going to be uploading this. And as I said, mental health is such a close thing to me because I'm still going through it right now, but I do want to tell you, it gets better. Like, it gets better, and I feel definitely have some really shit days, and that is when, like, I definitely have those times where I'm feeling really good and then something will happen, or maybe not necessarily something will happen, and I'll just go down. Like, it's a very like slippery slope, and that is really hard. But at the moment I feel really good because I feel like I have a focus, I have a goal, I have a dream, and I want to chase it. And I think that is super important, to have something, even a hobby, anything that inspires you and gets you kind of excited is something that's really good to help with anxiety and depression. So that's just my advice to you guys, but please check out BetterHelp. I'm begging you guys to check it out. It is absolutely incredible, and if I found out about BetterHelp when I had my eating disorder, I would have signed up immediately because I needed somebody to talk to, but I didn't know who to talk to. So that's exactly what BetterHelp is for. If you feel like you don't know who to talk to and you feel like you're completely alone, you're completely lost, I would sign up with BetterHelp because they are licensed therapists online, and it's so crazy to me that that is how the world has evolved, where you can actually talk to a licensed professional online now. So I do want you guys to check it out. The link is below. And I quickly just want to say I'm definitely not making this video to get sympathy or pity or anything like that. I said that in my last video. I'm definitely not the sort of person that is an attention seeker. That's not what I'm making this video for. I am just trying to kind of reach you guys and to help you maybe in some way. I hope that I can help you in some way, or to at least make you feel like you're not alone, because I know in my makeup videos I'm like, hi guys, like all smiley, but I'm not like that all the time, like at all. So as I said, I just hope that I can reach some of you guys, at least if you're going through something like this, and make you feel like you're not alone. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.